Hey, welcome, family. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Today, I'm discussing about intolerance and how you can only put up with so much when you are aware. And not too many people can say they're aware. Because if they were aware, then we wouldn't be putting up with too much, right? So it's over the top half the time. Taxation without representation. Um, Getting charged for stolen land. The denial of stealing land. The denial of what was done to us on a constant basis. Might as well call it denial. But this taking, and wanting, the trickery of keeping us blinded. It put them bonded in the system. Is very, very wrong on so many levels. Um, but like they will force you to go to a courthouse and label you a defendant. But some of our people can't see that. Can't see that. That is just wrong on so many levels. For one thing, we can't be defendants of anything. We're prisoners of war. How are you gonna have you gotta have it either or, either a defendant or a prisoner of war. And I say that I'm a prisoner of war. If I'm a prisoner of war, then how can I be a defendant whenever you deemed me to be a defendant of something that you've put into place so that I have to be in debt to you, to the system? Especially a lot of these road violations that don't make a whole lot of sense, that are draconian um, rules. Rules. So a 50-cent violation, they're going to force you to go to a court to get money from you. They're going to force you to go to a court to have someone who represents the rape, the pillage, the stealing, the murder of my people, be my judge. judging me, to judge me. And people don't see anything wrong with that. No one sees anything wrong with that. That's why I said we're living in a psychotic, that's the word, psychotic society where people allow anything to go. You allow anything to go. Don't have no borders. Don't have no. Um, it's like a house with no windows or doors. Just free to trample in anytime you want, and then do whatever you want to the people. And I think a lot of times that's what the present gives you a clue into what happened in the past. It really does. And it seems like no matter how hard the warrior women fought, the men were easily tricked and easily um, just moved to go the wrong direction. So people think that there's a God coming. There's not a God coming. There's something else that's going to be here. There's something else that's going to be the destruction of this place. Because there's no way you should be allowed to force someone into court and to face a defendant that is calling you a defendant, someone that considers you a defendant. To be able to look at you and judge you. That is just psychotic behavior. If you can't see from a higher perspective, you're not going to be able to see what I'm saying. Because many people think, like I talked about talked about last night, being above this. So they make, okay, now the roadways, the tolls, you have to pay, but they can't pay you so you can get out of it. They can't pay me my reparations so that I can get out of this condition that I'm so intolerant about at this point. But they want me to pay taxes. Not only me, they want us all to pay taxes. And then, see, this is how you see the prison, the matrix. And they want you to pay, but they all along, you're the prisoner of the war. You can never be a defendant. They're the defendants, but you have to stand in front of a judge and be judged. The one who defended you, who offended you, the one who offended you. You have to stand in front of them and And I said, no way. I am not going to stand in front of a rapist, a murderer, a robber, and then only for him to say, I lose the case for $4, and then a case for 50 cents, and a case for $1 and something change. I lose, and then I have to pay a court fee of $35, and then I have to pay $250, and then I have to pay another 100, and then I have to pay another $50. I told you guys we're in a psychotic system. Why can't I just pay this $5, $6? Matter of fact, I add $1 onto the $5. Why can't I just pay the $6? Why am I forced to go into court and talk to someone who they put in front of me, who's going to be more than likely wearing black, part of the Freemasons, part of whatever other groups, organizations, KKK perhaps? Why do my weak, feeble self have to do this? And I'm intolerant. I'm intolerant. I don't even think I'm on a standing call. I'm intolerant. I cannot tolerate it. Killing my brothers, my sisters, our mothers and our fathers in the medical field getting killed on a constant basis, our children. But they make the rules, right? So they make the rules over us. And we're not even the same nation. We're a whole different nation. We're prisoners of war. But they've been trying to make things, and they have been successful at making our people blend in with them and feel like equal. And I talked to a lady at the court, and I told her, taxation without representation. I ain't even got my reparations, but they want $500 when it's all said and done. If I go to this court and get in front of this defendant that's going to judge me, because they set up traps, they set up tolls, and they set up my roadways not to be free anymore, to make me pay because of their big corporations and their businesses that employ people in the city now. So now they have to have these big highways and roadways and byways. Hey, Mr. Pirate Rain, what's going on? So I have to. So I have to tolerate. They expect me to tolerate them breaking my people up by sex, pitting the black man against the black woman, the so-called black man, so-called black woman. Sorry, D. Shout out to D. He doesn't like me using black. So, but when I'm talking to the people, that's sometimes people can understand that better. When you're just talking, you're not labeling. That's not necessarily what we are. We're people of light, love, and color. We're all those good things. But they have turned their narrative to make us all the worst things. And I'm intolerant. I'm intolerant. I've been intolerant for a long, long time now. And I cannot, I went in and I had to change my court date. And luckily, I don't have to go tomorrow. But believe me, I'm going to tussle and wrestle with these people to get a price to pay so I can pay it off. It's only $4.35, 50 cents plus $1. Oh, it's only $4.30, 50 cents, and then I might have to call because I have an easy pass. And what pisses me off, family? Okay, what pisses me $1.15. So it's $1.15, 50 cents, and $4.30. That's my whole violation fee. But they're determined to get me into court, and I don't want to go to a court. It's just beyond me to go to a court and have to have somebody. I said I was never going to step foot in a court again after. Before, I didn't mind going to court when I was learning about law when I was a teenager, when I was younger, because you get to go to court and you listen and you learn about the cases and stuff. Now, as an adult, I learned, that the law is not law for me. None of this is for me, you know. So, and our people that work in the law they're no good. I hate to say it. You know, my mom couldn't get a lawyer to help us with my father's death at the hospital. The hospital murdered him. They murdered him, and they murdered a lot of our people. And that right there really took me when they did that to my father. It was just cold, cold. So she couldn't get a lawyer anywhere in the state. My cousin couldn't get anybody to support her. Matter of fact, the black lawyer she had for her situation quit because she was getting threats or she was getting hard times put upon her. You know what I'm saying? For representing my cousin in her situation. And it's like our people will not fight behind you if they are in the system. You got to be careful. You got to be really careful thinking because they look like us that they're going to somehow be able to be tough and bold and be able to stand up. No, they're already bought and sold. They're bought and sold. They're in it for the money. And then they're getting told what to do, control. So, control opposition, you might as well say. So, um, they said I can get a court appointed because I was frustrated my whole time going up there to North because this is in a whole different city than where I live. This is why I don't live in Norfolk. This is why I don't live in the big city, in a bigger city. I live in a small city, a small town. I live in a small area. I live like kind of in the country, so I don't have to worry about all those tolls all the time. And like I said, the toll violation is only $4.30. And let me tell you the story. Okay, me and my husband, we took care of a bunch of the fees from the tickets that we had from the tolls, and it was almost like a total of two. I'm just gonna say $2,000 because it might have been 1,000 something. But it was a lot of money because here, it's called highway robbery. These private owned companies or whoever they are, they'll be in one state and they collecting on these tolls. So we just paid this year so that I can get my car taxed, my car situated, right? We paid a big chunk of money. So now it's 2021. So now they're looking at these little fees, $4.30, $1.15, and 50 cents from 2019 and 2020. They're trying to say these were offenses from 2019 and 20. Wouldn't that be taken care of when we took care of all that other stuff? Wouldn't it look like that would have been taken care of with that? Something is fishy to me. And I tell you what, it doesn't seem right, doesn't look right. The paperwork wasn't delivered to me right. And it was not a police officer. Usually you see a police officer deliver. And then how do they know that I did those things, in my car? How do they know? They claim on the paperwork, it doesn't say I did these things. It doesn't say I didn't do these things or I did. For the violation for $4.30. The violation is three different violations. The violation for $1.15. The violation for 50 cents. It's just I don't get it at all. So they want me to go to a court and plead my case to a judge for $4.30. 50 cents and $1.15 from 2019 after me and my husband took care of all the fees for tolls, because here in state Virginia you can't get your tags unless you paid all the tolls. So I'm like, really, what is really going on? Because it doesn't sound right, and I don't want to give these people 500, because then you got, like, on top of that $4.30, they want me to pay $50 on top of that $1.15. Oh, $50 plus 35 court fees, right? So the second one, they want me to pay $1.15 plus $100 plus $35. The third one, they want me to pay 50 cents, $35 plus $250. So basically, that's what they're gonna get for having me in court and getting to call me the satisfaction of calling me a defendant. The satisfaction of calling me a defendant. So I've been trying to call to pay this, so I'm gonna see again if I can just figure it out. I got a continuance, which is good, until January the 26th. Yeah, they get it all from us all the time, and then we're struggling, we're suffering, and it's intolerable. It's intolerant. I can't tolerate it anymore. And then, like I said, black elder woman that was in there, I explained to her how intolerant I was, and she's like, "Well, why don't you go to court, plead it to the judge?" The point is, do I have to sit in front of a judge? Why do I have to be judged? I never did any of these awful things to people. I'm intolerant to that. Very intolerant. Uh, because, you know, he or she will be the defendant. I don't care if they, I mean, the whole thing is sometimes people don't realize that being a part of the system, it marks you as well because you're doing the bidding of the system. Oh, I'm sorry. I turned off my mic. Dang, I'm back on. But hold on. I'm sorry, family. I had a problem with my. Hold on. I hope you all can hear me better now. But I was having problems with my video. Um, I can't even. Hold on a second again. I don't want to. Let me turn off this one because. Okay. Yeah, I had to open up a new one because the other one was messed up. Hold on. But stream a new stream because my other stream was messed up. But hurry up and run in there and get it. But it's ludicrous, very ludicrous how you know you get done. You got to be careful because, like I said, only $4.30, $1.15 and 50 cents. But you want to get me to court? You're not allowing me to pay it out of court, and I've already took care of it out of court. I thought you would think we already took care of it out of court. But we're going to talk about this more later. Probably later on tonight, I'll do another video. And Mr. Pirate Brain, if you want to come up, I'll do a panel. I'll do a panel discussion on this topic, taxation without representation. Because I told them, I let them know when I was there that it's not right. It's not right that they can't just get me in the court like that. Because, and then call me a defendant. Call us defendants of little tacky, little, little BS stuff that really doesn't, in the end of the day, does not make a difference if they are, for the system, as wealthy as they are. How are they going to miss $5? I'll give them an extra dollar, make it $6. But because it's 4.80, but I'll give them $1, $2 just to make it even. If they would just, open it up just to accept that little $4.30, that $1.15, and that 50 cents. But they didn't even check off on the paper payment arrangement, any kind of payment that I can call the or make a payment at the courthouse or nothing like that. They didn't do anything like that. They want me to come to court so I can pay an extra $35 plus the $100 plus the $50 plus the $250. 35 three times. But yet I have to stand in front of a judge who has committed murder, has raped and pillaged, stolen, and plus putting fees on me, trickery of my people. I have to do that. I didn't put myself in that situation to do that. They created it for me to be in that situation. They made rules over my head which they should never have done to us as a people. They should never have put us under them and require things of us after they have destroyed. You know what I'm saying? After they have destroyed so much of our things, and you know us as a people, you know. I would love to just pay it, but they are being like, just come to court, come to court. And if I have to go to court, that's not no place. That's not no place. Court is not no place for me. And I just explained why, you know, because I have to stand in front of someone who has offended, and they're in the position of judging me, and plus they they have made the system where we have to pay just to ride on the roads. They have made the system where we have to pay to ride on the roads, and they're making it worse. It's getting worse. They see that they can take advantage of the situation, even like they did with taxes. The federal government. So now they saying that they can take advantage of the people in the cities because all you're concerned about is good jobs and good pay, and you're happy. Many of them are happy with that. You know, happy that massa is giving you a job in the city while he sits up high, or he puts his handyman, the one that is out there to work for him. And these police, I said do away with policing because it doesn't make sense. The police ain't even doing their job, but they have cameras out here, right? Cameras. So what are we paying them for? What are we paying for? They got cameras, but we still getting a headache, and by the time they get to a crime scene, it's already done. So what is it? What good is it? Guy got shot in the car, sitting in the car. I don't know what's going on with my thing is acting up really badly. But he got shot sitting in the car, and this is not a big place. Hampton is not a big place at all. And, it's just it's beyond me. It's beyond me how someone got shot in a store, in front of a store across the street from police. Across the street from the police. So I'm paying $500 to go. If I go to court, and she wanted me to plead she just like chitlins, probably just got through eating her chitlins for Thanksgiving. Um, Type of elder talking about just go to court and plead your case. No, it's not. I broke it down to her and told her it's not as simple as that. I haven't even got reparations yet. They won't. Oh, yeah. The thing is acting up, so I'm gonna have to get ready to go. Um, like I said tonight, maybe I'll come back live and do a panel on this discussion. People can give their input on how they feel. I don't give a care who you from, where you from. Come on and discuss this with me. I'm open. to whatever you have to say or think, because it's good. Because I'm not from I'm not. This is not my rules and laws by no part. This is just rules and laws that I've seen all my life. You know that I've had to look at all my life, changing from day to one minute to the next, and these tolls are getting outrageous. But the whole thing is I got an easy pass with money on it. Me and my husband just paid $2,000. We paid a lot of these tolls violation fines off in order for me to get my tax. The beginning of this year. Now they're going back in 2019, and they're telling me that 2019, and they're telling me that I have to pay $4.30 plus $1.15 plus 50 cents. And then they're saying, come to court. But we didn't take care of those things. Why am I driving all the way from Norfolk? This is why I don't live in the city. It's traffic galore. And not only that, the roads are confusing to me. So it's frustrating. So I make sure that I don't live in that kind of place. That I live in a quiet country kind of feel like town. Because I can't deal with the big city. And all its confusion. And I'd like to get more further out in the country. More country land. And less roadways and byways and highway robberies. Is what I'm going through now. Because they want almost $500 basically. What'd you cook, Mr. Pirate Brain? I made a salad just now. I finished up my salad because I quickly ran out of the house to go take care of this thing because tomorrow comes. I wasn't seeing myself in no one's courtroom tomorrow, um, in front of a judge judging me for $4.30 and $1.15 and 50 cents. I'm just not seeing it. I'm not. So what did you cook? Let me make sure I got my things on. Oh, you heard me chopping up my salad. Yeah, I had to finish it up because I had left out real quick. I make Greek salad. I like Greek. I love good old Greek salad. And then I get this champagne. What's it called? Champagne dressing. Oh, I use this champagne dressing. Striped stew and slow cooker. Oh, I got a slow cooker now, but I got a steamer glass, nice steamer, and Just got a brand new fryer. So cooking made easy for me. So just I'll continue this subject later on because it's quite interesting. I am frustrated and intolerant. And I'm at the verge of planning a what they call it. So how old are you, Robert? 13. A protest. What's your birthday? Sorry, outside that courthouse. No, you're not. I'm on the verge, and I'd like to know if there's anybody who would like to join me that's in the seven city, 757. So that's quite interesting because I'm just intolerant of it all. I don't think that if I haven't got no reparations and you finding trick ways to get money out of my pocket, ooh, looking for trick ways on a continuous basis of getting money out of my. No, it's more than that. It's more than just the $4. It's the principles of it all that I'm protesting. I'm not protesting the $4.30. I said, hey, I'll give you an extra dollar on top of that and the $1.15. But no, I'm protesting the point that they set me up where they want me to go be judged in the court of law, of their law. That's what I feel like. Too many of our people fall victim to this psychoticness. And then only for them to say, well, you have to pay $500. That's what I'm intolerant. I'm intolerant of the whole system being trickery and unjust. The lady, the elder, she's like, you don't get no justice. I said, it's no justice here. I don't even know how she figured that we get justice in this system. I don't know. Maybe she's seen too many black people leaving out of there like they won the lottery. I don't know. I don't. I honestly can't tell you guys. But this one over here does not want to play that game. I don't want to be in no one's courtroom that I don't have to be. That's why I highly know that as long as we walk in our rightful path, that we're protected from seeing bad things. We're protected from being involved in bad incidents, like people robbing us or people trying to do anything to us. So, and not only that, us having to go to the doctor, we're protected over that. But it's not anything outside of us that are going to protect. It's not the police that are going to protect me. It's not a God or Jesus that's going to protect me. You know what I'm saying? So if that's not going to protect me, then why are they around? No. You mean the high IQ people couldn't figure out another way of doing things that is just and well for everyone? Besides a police, a slave patrol system that only comes after the fact, after an accident has happened, after your house been cut on fire. Everything is after the fact. So yeah. Hold on. You said they are there to tax you. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I know they're there to tax us. That's why I might get rid of them, because we're paying all this money, and they're just want more and more and more money. Shoot. You talking about $4? Yeah, I'm talking about $4. That's all I want to pay is the $6. I'll pay them $6, and let it be squashed. But no, they want me to come to court, and then I see a $35, and then I see $50, and then I see another 35, and I see 100, and then I see another 35, and I see 250. And then I see a defendant wanting me to come to court and do what to me? Just make me feel even lower, or make me be in the eyes of, and within their world, pull me down, you know. You know, pull me down to a level where I'm getting judged by those who have stolen the land and refuse to pay reparations. But yet, you know, I hope you can get what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying that why are we in this predicament in the first place? Like I started out saying, you know, we should, you know, they wanted us to be integrated. And this integration has caused just such an imbalance, such a confusion. Because now it's like we're expected to go by the same rules and same laws as those who have committed the crimes against us. And continue to commit the crimes against us. Because you cannot have a prison of war and then call me a defendant. So, thank you for being here, Mr. Pirate Brain, and who else is that? AI Matrix. She wasn't listening. Why didn't you delete your YouTube channel? Find out. She yelled. Have I thought about moving to Africa? Don't you know that my whole plan was to go. I married an African man, so yeah, I think I planned on escaping America. That's why I married him. You know, I love him, but I also saw a way to escape with him out of this system, out of this place. But let me tell you, what I have learned from my husband is it's still the same everywhere you go. And I've learned from my experience being in the military that it is the same. And I've learned, you know, just by seeing the way they move and what they're doing, that the same system is everywhere. I hope you can hear me. So, I mean, you know, it's tough to move to Africa and just not have no foundation. I gotta have reparations. And I I made a little nest egg for myself, but I gotta have something. I gotta make something more now. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, the something more now. So before I decide to get out of here, you know what I'm saying? Before I decide to get out of this prison hellhole, because I've been doing this for since the 90s. Since the 90s, been planning my escape from the Matrix. Like I said, my awareness hasn't just happened a few days ago. No, I've been struggling through this system. And like I told the lady, I know we're not going to get reparations, but when something happens, that would be our automatic reparations. Our automatic reparations when the system cracks and dies. So don't ever want this system to survive. That's all I have to say. Let the stock market go. Let all that go. Because when the dollar dies, we will be back to life if you're not dependent on the artificial, superficial. If you're dependent on the superficial for survival and aesthetics, things that will waste away, then you're going to be in trouble because these things only last so long. We only stay young for so long. I mean, beauty is only there for so long. One day, a man's going to wake up and he's going to see that Instagram model that he loves so much and realize that she's just turned into an ugly frog. And, it's all going to fade away soon. And, these people want to take from me and other people. And we're trying to live. We're trying to get to a point where we can get back to who we were. But you can't even do that. You can't even do that. They take who we were and they become who we were. And I told them today, I let them know that their doom is coming. Because anytime you have me, you think you're a good person, but you're not a good person because you're working for the system that tells you to tell me to sign a paper that says I'm a defendant. And you're doing it against the people who were given all of this freely. All the earth was our garden. All the earth was our inheritance. But now we get treated in a way that we are less than. And we are more. We're actually more, but we getting treated in a way that we are less than. Our men are getting confused. Our women are getting confused. Everybody's ready to jump ship of who they are because they feel like they're losing. And their backs up against the wall. But that's the way. Yeah, invest in cryptocurrency. Okay. But yeah, I would pay, like I said, I would pay the $5 because it's what it is. Adds up to be $5 because like I said, $4.30, $1.15, and 50 cents. So, but they won't let me. So I'm gonna try to call again and see what I can do because I did the continuance like they told me to do. So now I got to figure out if I can go back and call them again and see if I can pay it. I don't know. Or hopefully, because it's confusing because they're saying, I think it's trickery at its finest. I've been trying to escape this place for a long, long time, Mr. Pirate Brain. A long, long time. People don't see like I see. I see I'm around Neanderthals. I see I'm around Sasquatches. I can see them. I can actually see them with my eyes. Werewolf man. I see some werewolf men. I see it all. It's like Grimm's. I wonder if you've seen that movie that was called, that miniseries that used to come on, Grimm something, where there was all kinds of species of these people. Well, let me just leave you with that note, and I'll get back with you guys tonight. I'll do a live panel if anybody shows up. I don't know. Y'all not good at night. Maybe I'll set it up. So thank you guys for being here for the time being. I'm just do what I can do, see what I can do, so I don't have to go on this court day. But they just there. They really want that $500 that I don't have, but they want. Yes. Frank is so fun. Oh, he said, "Take the little money I got and run, and then I can get reparations." Are you in Africa already? Yeah, but then like I said, we're waiting on so many things to get in place before we can. We're waiting on a lot of things to come into play before we can really go to Africa. So that's the holdup. But always remember, true love, real peace, the higher self within the soul. Until next time, peace and much love, family. Maybe I'll go live tonight.